The Wolverines will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes offense will get first crack at it here. Those winged helmets flew up and down the field as Michigan won in a blowout last season.
It was a beatdown, and the team up north did some spanking to the team down south. And this was already talked about. This is already a rivalry that you get bragging rights.
There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him. That DC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Turning it on! Touchdown Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field, locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Garrison. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here comes the heat. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pena. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Snatches it on the right. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They try to pop a run on the draw. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Snaps it in the shotgun. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The Buckeyes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the gun. Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. It's complete to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got his man. Oh man, he goes down and he's gonna lose yardage on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds us back in the middle. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away on 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And that ball is live in the backfield. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Buys a little extra time.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7. Oh,
breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter,
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Michigan. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstand people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got some room, it was
how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The give out of the gun. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Lining up to convert 3rd down. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.